What's up, dude? Hmm? What's up, baby? Huh? No bean. Hello, hello, hello. Willow says hello. Kitten. Come here. Come here. Come here. Daddy. I thought you wanted a snuggle. Kitten. Let's head downstairs. Let's head downstairs and play, huh? Whoa. Hey, Stephen. Hey, John Lee. Hello. Cool. Wow, it's already pretty dark out. I think we'll do like an hour live stream or so. Hi. What's up? Man, it is dark out. I don't know. Not really sure if I want to risk letting the kitties outside. If they go outside, though, they're going to have to wear harnesses. Not playing around today. Not going to play around today. Oh my gosh. Daddy, don't ruin my entire day. They've been waiting to go outside all day. I know. Yeah, I hear ya. Daddy, no, I don't think you understand, Dad. I know. Hey, music and films. What you got there? What is that? Oh, it's a leaf. Come here. I know. All right, you're next. Come here. Nope. Willow, come back here. Come here. Hey, Willow, come here. Fine, then you don't get to go inside then. Oh, it's cold and raining out. Oh, it's raining pretty good. Willow? Some kitties. Oh, she's inside. Cold and raining. A lot of rain. God, this would be so much snow. This would be a lot of snow. Hey Hanif and Sasha, Music and Films. Hey Rajiv. Yeah, this would be a ton of snow. I mean, this would probably be, oh my gosh, like 2 feet of snow probably. It's, I think it's like 35, 40 degrees, so we're just kind of on the edge of this would have been a lot of snow. This would have been like shut down the city for a day kind of snow event. Okay. Hey, you get back here. Oh, hey, Tina. Hey, great to see you, Tina. Yeah, I think we got to like 40 degrees today, and I think it's like cooling off now. But yeah, we do have some thunderstorms, possibly. Rain and thunderstorms here. Well, I don't really hear any thunder yet, but a lot of rain. Brr, it's cold. Come on, in. You in. Come on, Noah Bean. Kitten. Yeah, there's a thunderstorm tonight. Yeah, watch out, Tina, for thunderstorms. Better take shelter from the thunderstorm. Yeah, good to see you, Stephen. Thanks for stopping by. Come on, baby. Asher, please don't make me sad like this. Come on, baby. Let's come inside. Come on. No, Bean. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Let's go. Come on. Kitten. No, Bean. Come on, baby. Kitten. Put everyone in a shelter. Hey, No, if you want to come outside, you got to put a harness on. Not. I guess we'll just come back in. We'll stay inside then. Come on, no. It's cold and thunderstorming, yeah. And it's dark out. Man, I wouldn't want to lose Ash outside in the dark. He was outside for a little bit. I have to put my foot down and I have to be the adult in the room. Hey, Jaden. I have to be the adult. Funny. Yeah, good morning to you. Where it is morning. And stay outside until the storm passes. What's up, dude? Dad, I just wanted to let you know. I love cuddles. And I love playing Burby, Dad. Dad, I love Burby. He loves being kissed on the forehead. Kisses? You love cuddles and you love Burby. Well, I did a little bit of online research for a new history video. It's kind of a challenge. I think I'm going to have a couple of peanuts for a snack, if you don't mind. Just kind of got home. Trying to multitask a little bit. What's up? Willow, you don't like peanuts. She's gonna stick her little snout in here. I might have to get more of these peanuts. I'm actually enjoying them. A healthy little snack. $11:42 a.m. Wow. That is quite a time difference, huh? Yeah, sometimes I forget that it's summertime. Summertime down there. Summertime in the southern hemisphere. Nick, please remember to stay in because of the storm. Yep, we're inside, Tina. What's up, baby? Yeah, the time zone changed. The time zone should be a hint as to where he is. Yeah, that's quite a time zone difference. Maybe I'll just take Noah being outside for a second. Noah's the one who just goes crazy for being outside. I think I'll just take Noah outside for a little bit. Okay, you get to go outside for a little bit. Come on. Monkey nuts? The heck is a monkey nut? That's funny. No, no bean. Come on, kitten. Come on. Come on, kitten. Let's come inside, baby. Come on, kitten. Come on, let's come inside. Come on. Come on, let's come inside. Come on. Come on, you goof. Come on. In. Come on, get in there. Nope, not you. Nope. It is too dark out. Officially too dark out now. It's that the weather got horrible. The weather's not horrible. It is kind of cold and raining though. This would have been so much snow. Probably at least like 2 feet of snow, I'm guessing. But yeah, good to see an icon. Nice to check in with everyone. I am just really enjoying these just regular roasted peanuts as a quick after like pre-dinner snack. Become a peanut farmer. A peanut farmer. Roasting peanuts. Whoa. Planters Peanuts used to sell BBQ flavored tins. Not sure why the genius decided to discontinue that. Yeah, we used to get the Planters Peanuts too. My dad loved the Planters Peanuts. And he would, I think it was like a 1 pound, it was like a 5, I think it was like a little big one. Like the really big container. I think it was like maybe a 5 pound container. Because there was like a 1 pound, and then I think there was a giant size. I think. I just remember, or maybe it was because I was a kid. And it looked huge. But yeah, I forgot how much I just kind of enjoyed just regular peanuts as a snack. pretty darn good as like a pre-dinner snack. As you can see, this is not healthy. That is not a healthy refrigerator. Sorry, I hate to admit it, but it's full of Coca-Cola, pretty much. And there's a couple of, I think that's LaCroix, that's Cat Mom Jen's LaCroix water. But for the most part, it's full of, Coca-Cola was on sale at Costco, so we got a huge, it was like a 35 pack. But hey, that girl, Miki, hello. Mr. just seems to really enjoy this spot, doesn't he? I try to give him attention. I think he's still trying to figure out his place. There have been a number of times where I had to. He likes to cuddle with me at the computer desk upstairs. So there's not a lot of room at the computer desk. So he'll sometimes stand on the keyboard. Stand on the keyboard or kind of nuzzle his little cat teeth into the cords area, and he'll start chewing on cords. I know I've mentioned that a couple times, but I think he's not quite sure what to think of me. I mean, I try to cuddle him. I try to give all the cats attention. But it kind of seems like with Mr., I have to discipline him more than the other cats. I'm really trying to get rid of that chewing on cords behavior, and unfortunately I have to grab him off of the desk and put him on the floor when he starts chewing on cords. Oh, hey, Herman. Hello. Yeah, well, thank you for stopping by to say hello. I really do appreciate the international audience we have. It's amazing how people from across the world find this channel. It's just amazing. I don't know how it happens. I'm really not sure how it happens, but thank you for just stopping by to say hi. We have a fair number of people from across the pond in England. Is Noah Bean down here? Noah Bean, are you down here? Noah Bean, were you down here? Oh, hi. Here I am, Dad. He plows right into me. Hi. Oh my gosh, the shoesy shoes. He's like, oh, Dad. I don't know. I'm gonna put this down. Yeah, the shoesy shoes, yeah. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. It's okay. He really gets his nose in there, doesn't he? What's up, Asher? He's like, okay, Dad. That's enough. Oh, hey, Nina. Hello. Noah just wants to be out during thunderstorms, but those are dangerous. Yeah, thunderstorms can be dangerous. And exactly, I will not be showing up on weekdays in my time zone as my final year of school is starting up. That's okay. Well, we appreciate you just stopping by to say hello. So yeah, I realize that for students, probably don't have a lot of free time during the school year, so because you'll be in school while I'm doing a live stream, so hello, full of Southern Charm. Hello. He was really digging his nose into the shoesy shoes. I just still feel a little bit bad that I have to kind of discipline Mr. so often, especially with because of the cord chewing and stuff. Obviously, I don't like doing that, but I guess it is what it is. Hi, Willow. Someone gave me a free Schweppes ginger ale today. I haven't had ginger ale in forever. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll take it. Someone gave me a free Schweppes ginger ale. I'm not really a big ginger ale drinker, but I do have a cat myself. She is young. We got her after a few months after losing our Max. I'm sorry to hear that. It wasn't bearable not having a cat. She is a rescue. Yeah, getting a rescue is a really good option. I was really, really close to... I was strongly considering getting a Maine Coon from a cattery when we lost Charles. So after we lost Charles, I was seriously considering buying a Maine Coon from a local cattery. I think we have like 2 or 3. They don't call them breeders anymore. They call them catteries. So I was strongly considering purchasing a Maine Coon, but obviously that did not happen, and yeah, but I'm happy that you got a rescue. All of our cats are essentially rescues or rehomed. Only homemade ginger ale. I didn't know there was homemade ginger ale. That was kind of I didn't know that. But you know, we have the cat cafe that's really close by. Maybe one day I'll do a live stream from the cat cafe. The cat cafe has a lot of cats that need adopting. So I think if we were gonna get another cat, but I don't think we're gonna get one, but if we were going to, it would probably be from the cat cafe. I don't really think we have, I don't know if we have, oh, thank you for that PayPal donation, Nina, thank you. I just saw that come through, appreciate it. Is ginger ale the same as ginger beer? I think so. I thought they were. I thought ginger ale and ginger beer was the same thing, but I could be mistaken. We have like a craft soda section at our grocery store, and there's a lot of ginger beer options, like these little companies that make like kind of unknown companies, these really small companies that make ginger ale, and there's a ton of craft soda companies that you would never really even know existed. Hey, Granny. Hey, hello. but I like drinking craft soda. I do. Mister seems to be kind of annoyed here. What's going on here, boys? Are we getting along nicely? A crack in your windshield? I am sorry to hear that. Yeah, I think insurance might fix that, right? I'm gonna head up. I gotta make a little highlight of Noah and Mister playing together. That is so cute. I remember I had a crack in my windshield a long time ago, and I think my car insurance. I think depending on your car insurance, your car insurance might fix it. It might be covered under your insurance. Possibly. I don't know if you might want to possibly call your insurance agent maybe and ask. I'm not really sure if you do have it covered under your car insurance. I don't think they would raise your rates because of that. Bum, ba ba bum bum, meow 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 meow, meow meow meow, meow 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 meow, meow 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 meow, meow meow meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Nick, in exactly 3 weeks I will not be on weekdays as I will be starting school again. Yes. Yes, thank you for letting me know, Jaden. I can't play music on live streams, unfortunately, because of copyright. One of the interesting things that I learned about the History Channel is that when I was going to make videos and stuff for the History Channel, there's a lot of pictures that you can't use. So if, like, let's say you wanted to put a picture of something, like a photo, like if you went to like you did a Google search for an image, and then you found an image, and then it kind of gets traced back to like, for example, like Getty Images. There are these media companies that own the rights to images. So like, for example, if I wanted to make a World War II history video about a certain subject or something, and I needed a picture for it, and it kind of got traced back to like Getty Images. If I wanted to use that image, I would have to pay a licensing fee to use that image in a YouTube video. Yeah, made a lot of good memories. Yeah, well, I hope you're starting your last year of school. You're gonna maybe go to college or something, or get a job after school. Maybe become a carpenter or something, or go to school. It sounds like you're kind of interested in that rocketry stuff. I wonder if there's any like rocketry schools in New Zealand. Become an engineer. You could work for SpaceX. You could move to America. Go to school. You could become an engineer, become an engineer, a rocket scientist, and work for SpaceX. I was terrible at school. The only thing I was really good at was like history subjects. I was not a very good student in high school. Buddy, I gotta unwrap this. There you go. He's got it in his little mouth. He's carrying the whole thing away. You carrying the whole thing away, buddy? Yeah, my dad had a lot of tools. My dad had a ton of tools. He had a gigantic, not a gigantic, but he had a very large Craftsman tool collection from Sears. And I think he probably purchased it in like the late 80s. He purchased his Craftsman tool, like hand tools, from Sears in the late 80s, I believe, back when, in the late 80s, like hand tools were still like extremely high quality. And he had this tool collection, until he died. And unfortunately, we had to, I had to sell his tool collection to pay for his funeral. So I feel terrible about that. I had to sell this massive Craftsman tool collection. I sold it to a friend, and then we used the money to pay for his funeral. I feel terrible about that still, but there's really nothing I can do about it. Hey, Hillary, hello. And I think it would almost be impossible to purchase those tools again. I probably could, but I would have nowhere to put these tools. I don't have any kind of garage space for them, and Sears doesn't exist anymore, so it's impossible to get Craftsman tools. I'd probably have to go to Home Depot or something and purchase everything again, but I just don't really have. I don't have a lot of space for tools like that. Like he had, it was mainly for working on cars. Like he had the standard and metric. So he had like two sets. He had the standard set and metric set. He had just a ton of tools that were really high quality. And like I said, yeah, it is what it is. And I'm sure my friend uses them. I'm sure my friend gets more use out of them than I would. So I wish I could fix things, like fix cars and stuff, but like our cars don't, knock on wood, our cars don't really break very often, thankfully. And when I do need them fixed, we just take them to a mechanic shop. It's just so incredibly complicated to fix. Like 20 years ago, you could easily work on your own car. Like I had and we did. Like my dad and I, we used to work on my car. It was the car. My first car was like it was a 1991 Buick. 1991 Buick, and you could easily work on that car. For most things, you could change the oil on it. You could change the air filters. You could change the light bulbs. You could change the tires. And if you had like a basic set of tools at home, you could pretty much do like a lot of the basic kind of car maintenance at home on these cars. Took off the silver paint. It was some years later when I was jumping around copying. And now it seems like it's almost impossible to fix your own car nowadays. You could change the battery, yep. I could fix, yeah, my dad helped me, but yeah, we were able to do just a lot of that basic car maintenance at home using his tool set. Now it's like, I can't figure that out. Like it's too complicated for me. Don't have the time. I don't have the tools. So like car maintenance, we car maintenance, we just take it to like a little mechanic shop. A dabbing emoji. Yeah. A Ford Tempo. Ford Tempo was pretty decent. Gosh, I had one of my friends had a Ford Probe. I think it was a Ford Probe. And then one of my other friends had a Chevy, or like a late 1980s or like early 1990s Chevy S10, like a stick. It was a Chevy S10 pickup truck, one of those little, they probably call them like light pickup trucks. And one of my other friends, his family had a Dodge Durango, like the very first Dodge Durango that came out in the 90s. And then he also had a Pontiac Trans Am. So I learned how to drive stick on a Pontiac Trans Am, and that was really fun. I think it was like a 1990s Trans Am. It wasn't the Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. It was the 1990s Trans Am, but it was still a lot of fun. We went to a giant parking lot, and I just kind of played around with it, and then we took it out the country roads, learning how to drive stick in a Pontiac Trans Am on the country roads. Granny, there's a thunderstorm happening on Stream of Nicks. Yeah, it's raining. I don't think it's quite thunderstorming, but yeah, it is raining. That was fun though, like just putzing around with an old car with a lot of power. It's so much fun. Just putzing around with an old car. Gosh, and all these cars now are computerized. Man, like go back in time and imagine owning a car from like the 1990s nowadays. Just like the very basic, like no remote start. Actually, you could add remote start because that's what my dad did. My dad, they had a like a really old Chevy Cavalier, and you could go to like some mechanic shops. It was American TV. I think it was American TV. I don't know if any of you remember American TV, but we took our car to American TV, and they installed a remote start on it. Hi, little gal. American TV was I think it was like a Midwest chain of like electronics. It was like, American TV. It was like electronics. They had appliances, they had electronics, and they had like furniture and TVs. It was a huge store. I don't know if anyone remembers American TV. It might have just been like a Midwest kind of retail store. But imagine Best Buy. So if you could imagine like a Best Buy store, and they had cameras too. American TV had cameras. The only thing that they didn't really have a lot of, I don't think they really had a lot of computer stuff yet. And then they eventually went out of business. But if you can imagine like a Best Buy with furniture, that's kind of what American TV was. And they also like furniture and beds and stuff. It was amazing. It was a huge store. What's up, little gal? American TV was such a fun store. The car from Dukes of Hazzard, yeah, that was a Pontiac Trans Am. But I think that was like a 1970s version, right? I think it was like a 1970s version. Yeah. If Best Buy was also a Costco, I think Costco is an amazing store. I think a Costco is very interesting because they have a little bit of everything. Costco has a little bit of everything and not a lot of everything, I guess. But I think Costco is a really amazing store. But it's kind of also sad that a lot of these older stores, like Kmart, went out of business and Shopko went out of business. I didn't know this, but so at one time, a long time ago, I think it was like the 1970s, and so in the 1970s and the 1980s, I believe, Sears was the largest retail store in America. Sears was number one. And then Kmart was number two. Can you imagine that nowadays? Sears was the biggest retail store in the entire country, and then Kmart was the second biggest store. Isn't that just nuts? That is just crazy. Hey, Alfredo, hello. We went to Sears a lot. We spent a lot of time at Sears. And it was in the mall. Sears was like a really big store, but it was also attached to the mall. And Dad would sometimes take his cars there, but I remember that he didn't like getting his cars fixed at Sears. He would buy a lot of products from them, but for whatever reason, he didn't like getting his cars fixed at Sears. Well, maybe I'll get out some food for the kitties. Yeah, I hope you have a wonderful last year of school. So I guess they would probably call it your senior year of school, huh? All right. Feasting time. Feasting time. Come on. Asher. Asher's up there just kind of stalking his sister. Hello, highly sensitive introvert. Hello. Friends from ski appeared in my dream today. A dream. I don't know. I had a weird dream, but I woke up and I had a weird dream, but now I can't remember what it was about. I usually can't remember my dreams, but I remember waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I had a really weird dream and now I can't remember what it was. I don't know if anyone else is like that where you can't remember your dream. Time for a marathon of the first 3 again soon for MOI. Is the Pokemon, is that Pokemon show still going though? Or I don't know. Are we talking about Pokemon? I can't remember. Plunksna. Hello. Hello. There we go. Oh, I accidentally spilled some of that juice, but I'll just leave that over there. Hey, nobody, hello. I have pyrophobia. Taskmaster. Never heard of that. Red and blue. Interesting. doing laps around the house, entertaining the cats. Hey, Augustia, hello. Good to see ya. Hello, little gal. Did you get enough food? Enough food in your little belly? It's like, Dad, I got a full belly. Thank you. Thank you, Dad. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I am looking forward to the weekend as well. Looking forward to the weekend. It's always a conundrum. Like, I think as I've gotten a little bit older, like trying to decide what I want to do with my time, I almost start stressing out about it a little. I don't know why, but like on a Saturday or Sunday, I almost kind of stress out a little bit about how I want to spend my free time. I don't know if anyone else has that happened to them. Like, I could do this, or I could do this. And then the clock just keeps ticking. I am playing Starship Sim on Roblox. Interesting. It's like, well, there's this really cool show, like that that new Alien show that came out. I could watch that, or I could watch a different show, or I could do some cleaning, or I could play a video game, or maybe we could go shopping, or maybe I could, research a topic for like the new History Channel videos that I'm doing. But there just seems to be like so much to do, or I could just kind of sit and relax, or maybe I could go visit my mom, or maybe I could go visit my stepmom, or maybe we could go visit my dad's grave, or there's just a lot to do. I don't know. I almost get anxious when I start thinking about it sometimes. I guess there's, or I could do a live stream. I could play with give the cats some attention. Going grocery shopping after work and getting a pizza. Trying to use time efficiently to work on 3 projects. Dread Sunday evenings. Well, typically, a lot of Sunday evenings, I have band. So, like last year, when I worked a lot of Saturdays last year, and so that means like I would be busy like pretty much during the entire day on Saturday, and then I would get home after work on Saturday, and then I would usually try to do like a live stream, and then I would eat, and then I would have like 3 or 4 hours to kind of fool around on a Saturday night. And then I would have Sunday off, and then like on Sunday, you have to do laundry, you have to do some cleaning usually, and then I would have band, so I'd have band practice on Sunday night. Whatever you do, try to get some enjoyment out of it, yeah. Thousands of games. Yeah, I have a lot of like computer games now, yeah, or like if you have like a collection of video games, it's like which game do you play? Because you have like, if you have like a digital library, or just listening to music, like which songs do you want to listen to? I think I get a lot of, I purchase a lot of games for sale. So I end up having like a lot of video games that I purchased for sale, like 50% off, 75% off. And then it's really difficult playing them all, because you can't play a lot of, some of these like video games, you can spend 100 hours. You could easily spend 100 hours playing some of these video games if you wanted to. Like if you want to spend that much time doing it. But usually for music, I just kind of, I have, what I use for music, I use, it used to be called Google Music, but now it's called YouTube Music. So I use YouTube Music for basically whatever I listen to is from it's from YouTube Music. And so I just use like the YouTube Music algorithm to like pick something that I like based on your history of listening, based on what you thumbs up, the algorithm makes a list of music that they think you'll like. So picking music isn't really a difficult choice for me, but trying to pick what I do with my time. And then like I try to also like spend some time with the cats, and then there's also spending time with your wife. Got to spend some time with the wife as well, and family. And then friends too. Spend time with friends and family, yeah. I use Spotify to listen to music. I'm very particular and usually only listen to my own playlist, yeah. I used to have a lot of CDs. Used to have a ton of CDs, but I think I just kind of ended up donating them. I didn't really have a ton of CDs, but you used to have like your like the binders full of CDs, It was always fun collecting CDs. And then if you were really lucky, you had enough space, you would have enough space to keep this actual CDs themselves. Like if you had like a bookshelf. Hey, that girl. Apple Music. Yeah, Apple Music, gosh. There's Apple Music, there's Spotify, there's YouTube Music. I guess for me, I'm just totally 100% like already integrated into the YouTube, the YouTube world. So you still have like 200 CDs. Wow, that's impressive. I'm impressed. I don't even have hey, Justine. I don't think I have a CD player. Because the Jeep doesn't, my Jeep doesn't have a CD player. I don't even have well, actually I do, I think that's a CD player. I think we do have a CD player up here. Isn't this a CD player? I don't know if it actually plays music though, but this does. I think this might actually be a Blu-ray player too, actually. Uh-oh. Or maybe not. Yeah, it is. This is a Blu-ray, look at that. It is a Blu-ray player, that's right. I remember when we got this, yes. It is a Blu-ray. It's one of those little Sony Blu-ray players. So yeah, that is a Blu-ray. But no one has... I think Blu-ray is... I don't know if like is Blu-ray... That's always something that I was wondering, like is Blu-ray better quality than 4K? Anyway. I don't know. No, Bean, you're laying on the... No, Bean. He's laying on the string. Buddy. dare you? $4K is better than normal HD Blu-ray, though, usually. Yeah, hey, Foxy, hello. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't have, no, I used to have a Sony Walkman. Actually, I had a Sony Walkman CD player. I was really lucky. My dad bought me a Sony mini disc. Do you remember that? So the Sony mini disc. So I remember, like, for the Sony mini disc, it was high quality, but you had to basically burn the mini discs yourself. So you had to have the music yourself, and then you basically had to like burn your own music onto the mini disc. So it was really cool technology that died off. Yeah. Hey, Poetry Chick, hello. But I don't really think you could buy music on mini disc. I think you had to basically burn your own music onto the mini disc. And then it was like a Sony Walkman, but it was like Sony mini disc. Yes, I still have my mini disc Walkman and the full player recorder. Yeah, I wish I still had mine. I think I wore it out. I used it so much. I think I had it during high school. MP3 players. I don't know if I had an MP3. I had the original iPod. I had the very first original iPod, and I think my dad got that for me for like a high school graduation present. I remember it was pretty expensive. I had the Sony mini disc, and then I also had a Apple iPod, like the first one, like the first gigantic Apple iPod. Like the Apple iPod was like a breakthrough of technology. It was amazing. I had the very first Apple iPod. It was huge though. It was like this. It was like the size of like 2 cell phones now. Well, thanks for stopping by, Tina. A cassette tape. Yeah, I had a cassette player, but I didn't have a cassette player for long because I think eventually the prices of like the Sony Walkman went down, and then I remember like transitioning to like a Sony Walkman CD player because the prices went down. Yeah, I don't think I had an MP3 player. I don't remember having an MP3. I might have had an MP3 player, but I think I went from, as far as I can remember, I went from had a really crappy cassette player, and then I had a Sony CD Walkman, the Sony Walkman, and then I had a Sony mini disc, and then I had the very first Apple iPod. I had a huge boombox too. I had like I think it was like a Sanyo. I had like a Sanyo boombox, or was it Iowa? It was like AIWA, that company. Like Best Buy and Walmart had tons of them, and I think Targets used to have it was Iowa or AWA, like AIWI or AIWA, like that company that made those boomboxes, like the shelf boomboxes. I had a friend. Do you remember that? It was like a cassette player, but it also had a microphone. It was from the second Home Alone movie. I don't know if you saw the second Home Alone movie, or Home Alone 2 with Macaulay Culkin. And there was like this cassette player that he had, that his character had, and then it also recorded stuff. It had a microphone on it. So I think you could also change your voice on it or something, but I think I had a friend that had one of those. We never had a Fry's Electronics. We had Best Buy. Best Buy. We still have a Best Buy, and I like Best Buy. I used to go to Best Buy the Talk Boy, yeah, that's what it was. I used to go to Best Buy every weekend and waste money there. Not a lot, but I'd buy like a video game or like a movie or like a DVD or something there every week almost, it seemed like. I mean, they have a ton of stuff now. I like Best Buy. We used to have a Circuit City. We had a Circuit City. We had a Radio Shack, Best Buy. What else was there? Radio Shack was always kind of fun. Kind of miss Radio Shack. I miss Radio Shack. Dad used to love going to Radio Shack. Circuit City was kind of like the alternative to Best Buy around here, at least in the Midwest. Blockbuster. Yeah, I had a lot of fun at Blockbuster. Blockbuster was fun. Yeah, I wish we had a Micro Center. Yeah, I think I like Micro Center better than Best Buy, but I think I mentioned this before. But yeah, like the closest Micro Center to me is like 4 hours away. I can drive 4 hours to the Twin Cities, or I can drive like 3.5 hours to Chicago. So it's like kind of pointless going to. It's pretty pointless going to Micro Center for me. It's just too far of a drive. Hey Beverly and hey Raymond, hello. So, but yeah, I miss Radio Shack. I have a feeling Best Buy is going to go out of business in the next 10 years. I don't know. They might, Best Buy might still be around, but I don't know. I have a feeling it's entirely possible that purchasing things online is just gonna like get rid of like the brick and mortar Best Buy. Maybe Best Buy will exist online, but I went to Best Buy. Yeah, I went to Best Buy like 2 or 3 weeks ago because I wanted them to price match a monitor, and they wouldn't do it for me. But there were a lot of people in Best Buy like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, when I went to Best Buy, it was kind of picked over. Yeah, unfortunately, when I went to Best Buy like 2 or 3 weeks ago, it was pretty picked over. A lot of the shelves were empty. I don't know I'm not really sure. Maybe they just couldn't restock things fast enough after Christmas, because I think it was the week after Christmas, yeah, or it was like 3 or 4 days after Christmas, and like a lot of the shelves were just empty. I never went to Woolworths, no. I never went to Woolworths. What time is it? I should probably get making dinner here soon, though. I know, Amazon. I try to personally. I try to avoid purchasing things from Amazon, but sometimes Amazon is like the only place. Or I like eBay. eBay is really nice. The only thing I don't like about eBay is you have to pay for shipping. Other than that, I like eBay. eBay is really fun. But I should probably get making dinner here, so well, it was fun talking about all this stuff and sharing the cats with you, and I gotta start dinner going here, and really appreciate everyone for stopping by to say hello, and I'm not really sure about a Friday live stream. Sometimes we're busy shopping on Friday nights, so I just really do appreciate everyone for stopping by, and the kitties, thank you as well, and thank you channel members who give us, your monthly donation to the channel. Really do appreciate it, and we'll see you later. So if not tomorrow, then maybe Saturday or Sunday. So just keep an eye on your YouTube notification. Ring the bell, ding the dong.